Hey guys, welcome back. It's Redox. Welcome back to another CNC Rivals video. And this will be the second part to our Bronze League climb. And let's switch up our army for this first game here. Let's use the Orca bomber because this is the first epic aircraft that I have unlocked. Just to let you guys know, all epic cards, when you unlock them, they start automatically at level 5. And if you don't know how this unit works, basically it rapidly fires 2 rockets, then must reload. So it's a burst damage unit. You have to let the Orca bomber reload before it can fire again. So during that time while it's reloading, it is vulnerable to other units. So you'll want to kind of use a hit and run tactic unless you know you can hold on to that tile or to that launch pad. So let's include this helipad unit in our arsenal here. I think I will take out the Rhino and place our helipad unit there. And we will leave the tech lab units there for now the way it is. So in this first battle, I just want to show you guys how you can use the Orca bomber effectively. And hopefully we will get to see some of this Orca bomber in action. Orca bombers are very good against vehicle units. Okay? Very, very good against vehicle units. Not all vehicle units, but against most of them at least. We're going to start off with a harvester once again, and this time we're going to go with a barrack. As I drop the Rhino, my scouting unit will be the rifleman. So we're going to see what our opponent has got in stock for us. If he has a double harvester up, or what kind of building he's got. And currently he's got the Rhino, so we're going to back away from that level 4 Rhino. And we are going to build a pit bull. I've already started the war factory because my missile squad at level 3 will have a hard time dealing with that Rhino. So we're gonna walk away with our rifleman here, let our pit bull do the damage here, and he's got more rhinos up on this side as we can see. We're gonna build another pit bull, as that's kind of the only unit I see on the map so far. And I'm just going to move the rifleman across the map to see what else he's got. And now he's got the tanks, level 4 tanks. My tanks are at level 1. So I'm going to build my missile troopers, missile squads here to help out my pitbull. We're going to back away that pitbull there because we don't want the pitbull to take too much damage. And then you move in the pitbull into the fray to help deal extra damage. He's only still got the war factory going on. And he's going to drop a minigun turret, which isn't going to do very much to my units anyways. And we are just going to hold on to these launch pads. I'm going to build one tank to his side to disrupt and also support my units here as he's got more tanks pumping up. And you really want to hold this launch pad. So let's block him off from coming onto this launch pad here. And my pitbull will take some damage there, but it's fine. And this level 1 tank should be able to take out the level 4 tank that has been weakened. Let's build the helipad. Right, I just said that the Orca bombers are great against vehicle units, so we might as well. And I'm going to start attacking his harvester. He's got a tech lab up, so he's got something expensive for us. Maybe a zone trooper or a Wolverine. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep building this missile here because the win condition is to take out the... ooh, he's got the Titan, and the Orca bomber is a perfect counter. We're going to build more Orcas. But we definitely don't want too many of these these Titans out on the battlefield, which isn't too much of a problem because my Orca bombers are aerials. So, oh, I took out that Rhino there in one shot with my Orca because Rhinos have a weak amount of health. But as you guys can see, Titans can't fight back against air units. So building Orcas in this case was the right move. So Orcas in general are pretty good against most ground vehicle units. Keep that in mind. Things like the Titan, which can't attack air units, Orca is absolutely great against that. It's an ultimate counter. But if your opponent was to build missile squads to support his Titan or zone troopers, then your Orca bombers will go down very easily to that. So you have to watch out for things like that. And definitely watch for that reload time on the Orca. Once again, harvester, and we will go into the barrack, because I always want to scout out what my opponent is going for, and my rifleman is my scouting unit. So let's see what he's got going for here. Let's move this unit across the map, and there is a shockwave. So we are, as he's got, yeah, I'm gonna have to go for shockwaves because I just realized I dropped the Rhino, and the Rhino and the shockwave were the only anti-infantry units. You can move 2 of the infantry units like this to help out deal damage, extra damage to the enemy shockwave, as my shockwaves is one level lower than his, and that is exactly why I moved the shockwave and the rifleman together to fight that. Now, even though my shockwave is at a very small amount of health, his missile squads are not the right type of unit to build against shockwaves, because missile squads are only good for dealing damage against a vehicle or air units. So we're gonna team up on this level 4 shockwave with 2 level 3 shockwaves, and that's gonna win us the fights. This is what I'm saying. Even though he's got higher level units than me and I would lose in a 1 versus 1 fight, if you play smart like this, where you team up 2 anti-infantry units onto his higher level unit, then you can take it out easily, no problem. Or I could drop the minigun turret on his side, and the minigun turret will do extra damage onto his shockwave. So you can definitely do this. Now, I'm going to build a helipad, go for an Orca bomber. What you can also do with the Orca bomber is harass the enemy harvester line, which is kind of what I think I did in the last video. Ooh, we're gonna drop a minigun turret here, help our shockwaves deal extra damage as he's going for a whole bunch of a team of shockwaves here, and we're gonna move that guy back. As you guys see, my Orca bomber on the top is going to 2-shot that harvester, and that's gonna slow down his economy as he was not watching that. And we're going to move the Orca bomb. Oh, he's going for the missile squad now. We're going to go for more shockwaves to reinforce that middle position. And I'm always going to try to have 2 of my shockwaves attack his one shockwave, or I'm going to try to gang up on one of his shockwaves with 2 of my shockwaves, because he does have a higher level unit than mine. So it's all about countering and playing correctly against your unit. If your opponent's unit is higher level, then just take care of it, you know? Take care of it by building more troops than he has and gang up on that one unit. And he's actually doing a pretty solid job of trying to grab this launch pad from me, but that Predator tank is not the right move, as tanks won't do much damage against shockwaves. So once again, if you play the game smartly, you can win these games despite your opponent having higher level units. And ganging up, teaming up on that one unit, as you guys saw, even though Shockwave was higher level than mine, that's all you had to do. That's all you have to do in these type of games to win that fight if you don't have a solid counter, as I didn't have the Rhino in this game. So yeah, let's go ahead, find another battle.
Establishing
and
control.
Yeah, we will continuously see what will happen in these next upcoming games. Okay, so we are once again going to go into Harvester Barrack and start off with a Rifleman. This is just such a good start. It's always good to know what your opponent has. You always want to scout your opponent out. That is always what I recommend you guys do, because you don't want to be surprised. Now he's got level 4 Riflemen, so we're going to save up our money for the Shockwave. Okay, we're going to save our money for a Shockwave. Now I see he's got some more Riflemen on the top there, but my Shockwave should be able to deal with that. We're gonna go for another Shockwave just in case he decides to build a Shockwave or decides to gang up on my Shockwave with his Riflemen. Now I'm going to see if he has a double Harvester, because he's only got one Harvester. I was just kind of worried that he might go for a Tech Lab or whatnot. I'm gonna go for an Orca Bomber to see if I can harass his lines here. And I'm going to have to back that unit out there. My level 2 Rifleman will not win against his level 4. So I'm going to reinforce that position with a Shockwave. And his level 4's Riflemen will go down while I'm going to build an Orca Bomber. He goes for his own Orca Bomber. It looks like he's going for my infantry units. No, he's going for my Harvester. Okay, that's fine. We will trade off each other's Harvester, I guess. I don't have the anti-air units right now, so there's not much I can do. We're going to tile block that Orca Bomber. No, okay, we're not going to be able to tile block that. We're going to build another Oh, you know what? In that case, you actually don't want to build a Harvester, just because your opponent will get another 100 free crystals. So I'm going to actually run away with my Harvester. Unfortunately, I gave him extra crystals there, but it won't matter too much, because I don't think he doesn't even have a Harvester on his side, and I don't see any Tech Lab units. But the Missile Squad is a great counter. Ooh, he's got Zone Troopers. How do you counter Zone Troopers? Easy. Just build Shockwave. You can see my one level 3 Shockwave is destroying that level 5 Zone Trooper. I already had the right counter. And he's going to send in more Orca Bombers. My Missile Squad should be able to deal with it, while my Orca Bomber on the top is dealing with his Harvesters that he's pumping out. So that's all you have to do. And Zone Troopers are not good against Shockwaves, because they are only good for vehicles and air units. So keep that in mind. Don't be scared if you see Tech Lab units coming out, because it really doesn't matter if you have the right counter. And my opponent has Rage Quit in this case. The missile is going to be done, and we are going to win the game. Just play smartly, guys. Counter your opponent's units. Forget about the levels. If you counter them right, if you play against them right, you're going to win these games. That's what I'm trying to show you in all of my videos, and I hope you guys are learning that. Great, that was an easy game. Let's try to hit Bronze 1, which should be the next game. And why not, let's kind of switch up this unit composition a little bit here. I kind of want to include the Wolverine. Yeah, let's include the Wolverine this time. Take out that Orca Bomber. Show you guys one game with the Wolverine here. It's at level 1, just to let you guys know. My Wolverine's at level 1, but the levels don't really matter. Because I know exactly how to counter my opponents. It's all about knowing how to play against what your enemy is pumping out, knowing your counters, knowing the strength of your army. That is very important. So we're going to go into a Harvester. Again, Barracks as Rifleman is my scouting unit here. We're going to send out our Rifleman here. Once again, across the battlefield. See what he's got going for us. He's got one Rifleman, and he's going for a Harvester now. We're going to go for a Shockwave. Shockwaves are the best counter to infantry units, of course, as you guys saw in the last game. And this kind of looks like it's going to be just one of those, look like the last game. Now, he knows my Shockwave will deal a lot of damage. He drops a minigun turret, which I will dodge because I can move away from that tile. And we're just going to, yeah, build this missile. Every single game, you guys should be trying to build a missile. That's really what you guys should be doing. I'm going to build a War Factory now. And he's going for a Rhino. So we're going to, after killing that Rifleman here, we're going to move our Pitbull here, deal with that Rhino. And I'm going to move my Shockwave down here. And he's got some idle units sitting by his base, so he's not doing the best job of microing his units. So our Pitbull should deal with this Rhino here. And let's save our money for a Tech Lab. Yeah, let's go for a Tech Lab. Now, the Tech Lab isn't necessary, but I just really want to build a Wolverine. His Rhino is absolutely destroying my Shockwaves on the bottom of the map here, as you guys see. So we're going to move our Pitbull down here. I could build another Pitbull here, but I want to pump out one Wolverine. Ooh, I have to go for a Missile Squad, as he's got tanks. And tanks will demolish Wolverines, just to let you guys know. Okay, we're going to move our Missile Squad down there. We'll build one more Missile Squad to kind of reinforce that here. And he's moving his tank away. We're going to have our Shockwave there. We're going to have our Missile Squads backing us up just in case. We're going to move that Missile Squad back because now he's moving the Rifleman. We'll move our Shockwave here and deal with that Rifleman here. And I'm going to pump out one Wolverine to reinforce his position as well. And we're going to focus on that Rhino first before anything here. And Wolverines, even at level 1, are pretty good against light vehicle units like the Rhino. And now he's going for another one of those. We're going to drop... I want to drop the minigun turret, but I won't do that. Ooh, okay. Actually, I walked right up to that tank. We're going to have to deal with that tank here. And we're going to try to deal with that Rhino there. I might have to... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try to move my Wolverine there down on that. So we're going to build a Pitbull here. Okay, well, I might lose this first missile here, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm going to just quickly pump out these Pitbulls because I don't want him to get that missile, but I think I will have to give this up to him. Or what I can do is move a Pitbull onto the other side here. But I'm just going to keep pumping out these, yeah, I'm going to keep continuously pumping out these Pitbulls here as I have the money anyways. He's not tile blocking me anyways, and as you guys see, eventually I'm going to be able to hold on to this launch pad. Let's go for a minigun turret here and take out that weakened tank. And now we're going to go for some missile squads. So what he should have done in that case was tile block me, forcing me off that launch pad. We're going to go for a Predator tank to help our missile squads deal with that Wolverine, of course. Because Wolverines, ooh, oh my god. I am not doing the best job of clicking here. We're going to go for more tanks now. And I think he will take this first. He'll take the second missile here. I didn't do the best job of microing my missile squad there. For some reason, my thing got stuck. And yeah, we are going to be in a long game here. He's got 2 harvesters now, I think. No, he's only got 1 harvester. Okay. So we're gonna, you know what, at this point, I'm just going to pump out tanks, mass tanks, as he's going for a whole bunch of Wolverines. And tanks will do a lot of damage to Wolverines. This game is a little bit longer than it should be, guys. I probably got a little bit too relaxed, actually, after having some easy games here. Yeah, we're gonna go for a whole bunch of tanks. I'm gonna just gang up on... Oh, he's going for zone troopers now. Alright. Yeah, let's drop that minigun turret here. And let's move our tank to the top. Let's rotate. I'm gonna build shockwaves. And we're gonna deal with that zone trooper with our shockwave here. We're gonna go for another shockwave. And that turret is doing a lot of damage. We're gonna build another pitbull here. And we are going to drop a minigun here as well. And we should be able to hold on to this launch pad. Now I'm just going to tile block him. Let's build another pitbull here. There we go, guys. Ooh, I tile blocked him at the last second there, winning the game with my pitbulls. I got a little bit carried away at the end there. I definitely should have won at that second missile point, but yeah. I was not playing it right. Also, there was that one point of the game where I was moving my missile squad and my tank in between. Like, it was like I was doing some awkward movement as well, which kind of caught me off guard for a bit. But my opponent did play very well there. Keep in mind, my units are not leveled at all, so I mean that might have something to do with these games as well, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, and that's where we're going to end this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it once again. You guys got to see some Orca Bomber in action. They're very good against enemy vehicles, and they're also great against harvesters as well if you were thinking about sniping your enemy harvesters, stopping their economy that way. And also we got to see some action of the shockwaves, for example. When my shockwave unit was lower, I built a shockwave and a rifleman, or 2 shockwaves, and then ganged up and focus fired on my opponent's higher level shockwaves to take it down. So you can do stuff like that. You just have to play smart, you just have to counter properly, and that's how you win game, guys. That's how you really win games. And also control the launch pads, because every single game you should be getting that missile as quick